The story begins with an Apatosaurus couple who made their living by farming. They approach their eggs, which are about to hatch at any moment. Gradually, the eggs crack and three cute little dinosaurs are born. Two of the dinosaurs are strong and mischievous, but the third child still sat hidden inside the egg. He was very small in size and frightened. His parents name him Arlo. After a while, the whole family comes outside with their small children. Father Dinosaur shows them his field and also shows them the distant Clawtooth Mountain. Time passed. The children grew up. Buck and Libby turned out to be strong, fast, and fearless. They used to help their parents with the farming. But Arlo, he used to stay very scared. He would get frightened by small things, and whenever he was given any work, he was unable to do it properly. One day, Father and Mother Dinosaur called their three children. Father explains to them that the winter season is coming. That's why we have collected a lot of food in this corn silo so that there is no shortage in the cold. After this, Father and Mother put their footprints on it. This was their pride, the identity of their hard work. The three children were also very excited to put their footprints, but Father stops them. He says, "You are not capable of this yet. Until you show that you can do something big, you cannot put your footprint. But one day, all of you will surely leave your mark." Within a few days, Buck clears the entire field by knocking down trees. Father is happy and allows him to put his footprint. Then Arlo's sister Libby plows the entire field alone. She also leaves her footprint with pride. Now only Arlo was left, who had not yet done anything he could be proud of, and therefore Father does not allow him to put his footprint. Arlo becomes sad. Buck makes fun of him, saying, "Little guy, you can't do anything." Arlo replies angrily, "Don't say that. It makes me feel bad. I do try." But Buck continues to tease him. Just then, Father arrives and scolds Buck. "Don't trouble your brother." Arlo says with a sad heart, "You all think I can't do anything, right? But one day, I too will do something big and will definitely leave my footprint." To remove Arlo's fear, an idea comes to Father's mind. At night, he comes to Arlo and says, "Come with me." Both go out for a walk. The twinkling stars in the sky, peace all around, and the slight rustle of the wind, everything was extremely beautiful. Father explains to Arlo, sometimes it is necessary to face fear, because as long as you keep running away from fear, you will never be able to do anything. Have faith in yourself, Arlo. Nothing is impossible. Morning comes. Father sees that someone has eaten the grain kept in the store. He gets worried, because if this continues, food will run low in winter. Father says to Arlo, "If you catch that wild creature who stole our food, you too will be able to leave your mark." Both set a trap. They keep corn there so that the wild creature comes to eat and gets caught in the net. Father says, "And then just hit it with a stick. Only then will you be able to leave your footprint." Arlo becomes very excited hearing this. He feels his dream is about to come true. Now, Arlo starts guarding near the trap. Suddenly, there is a rustle in the bushes and a small wild child, Spot, arrives there and gets caught in the trap at that very moment. When Arlo sees him, he is surprised. He was not a scary animal, but a small human child. Spot was screaming loudly and trying to free himself from the net. Arlo's heart starts beating fast. He gets scared. But then, gathering courage, he thinks of hitting him with the stick so he can kill Spot and prove himself. But he is unable to do so. His heart stops him. He opens the trap and Spot runs away. After a while, Father Dinosaur arrives there. He screams at Arlo in anger. "You caught him and still let him go. Your fear ruined everything." Then he says to Arlo, "Come, tonight we will finish off that wild child." Both set out towards the forest where Spot's footprints were visible. But then heavy rain starts, and those footprints slowly begin to disappear. Father tells Arlo to walk fast, but Arlo starts getting scared. "Papa, the weather is getting very bad. We should go back." But Father ignores him and keeps moving forward.
Lightning begins to flash in the sky. The thunder was so loud that Arlo's heart starts beating violently. Slipping in the rain, Arlo falls. His foot gets twisted. He stands up with difficulty and says again, "Papa, go back." Father takes a deep breath and says, "Arlo, I don't just scold you. I want you to become strong. Overcome your fear. Otherwise, you won't be able to do anything when you grow up." Then, just as he tells him to go back, the storm suddenly becomes very intense, and then a flash flood comes. The fast flow of water was carrying everything away with it. Father screams to Arlo, "Son, climb up, quick!" He tosses Arlo up with his neck. Arlo somehow reaches a safe height, but Father is unable to save himself. The fast flow of water carries him away. After some time, Arlo returns home with a broken heart. Now both responsibility and work had increased because Father was no more. Arlo works hard in the fields with everyone, but from inside he is extremely sad. One day, when he goes to put corn in the store, he sees that same wild child Spot had come there again. Arlo's anger bursts out because he feels that it is because of Spot that his father died. He runs after Spot to catch him and finally catches him too. But during that time, Arlo slips and falls into the river. The strong waves take him away. He hits a rock and becomes unconscious. When Arlo gains consciousness, he finds himself alone on the river bank. Strange territory all around, dense forest, and he was completely lost. Suddenly, his eyes fall on Spot, who was standing at a distance watching him. Arlo looks at the river and remembers his father's words. "If you ever lose your way, follow the river. It will surely lead you home." Now, Arlo starts walking along the river bank. After traveling a long distance, he is in a bad state due to hunger. At that moment, he sees a berry-like fruit on a tree above. He tries to break it by stepping on a stone, but the stone slips and his foot gets stuck in it. He tries very hard but cannot get his foot out. The whole day passes. Then night falls. The tired Arlo falls asleep there. When his eyes open in the morning, he realizes his foot has been freed. He looks down. There are small footprints in the mud. Arlo understands these are Spot's marks. That means Spot was the one who freed his foot. For the first time, Arlo realizes that the child he was considering an enemy was actually helping him. Arlo gathers courage and stands up. Now, instead of being afraid, he decides to do something. He collects sticks from nearby and starts building a small shelter for himself. Gradually, he begins to feel some peace. Then Spot comes there again. This time he brings a lizard for Arlo because he knew Arlo was hungry. But Arlo steps back and says fearfully, "Keep it away." He was an herbivore and eating such things was not possible for him. Spot thinks for a while, then he catches a very large insect and brings it. He separates its head with his teeth and gestures towards Arlo to eat it. Arlo moves back with disgust and fear. Spot now understands what Arlo eats. He immediately goes and brings those berries, the same fruit Arlo had seen before. Arlo was hungry. He pounces on the berries. Then he asks Arlo for more fruit. Spot takes him to a high place where a whole tree was loaded with berries. Arlo's eyes light up. He moves quickly towards the tree, but Spot tries to stop him. Arlo doesn't stop, and as soon as he leans down to eat the fruit, a large snake falls from above onto him. Arlo screams in fear. The snake is about to attack when Spot pounces on it. Little Spot scares away the big snake. Arlo is stunned. For the first time, he realizes that Spot is not just a wild child, but a brave companion.